CareerChangersUSA.com present Larry Feldman and Tom Backer, helping you succeed.
Okay, cameras are rolling.
Hi, it's Larry Feldman, Career Changers USA, and I'm with my good and great friend Tom Backer from Current Volkswagen. Tom, how are you, sir?
I'm great, and I'm actually even a little better because you're here.
Well, thank you. Nice thing to say.
Yeah, the industry is changing very quickly right before our eyes. Different markets are experiencing different kinds of booms. California, where the EV is just going monstrous. Supposedly, it's coming this way. Used cars values are going up and down. You never know what's coming, what's going. You go to some large stores. You go to small mom and pop stores.
Yes, sir.
I'm just dying to hear what you're seeing are some of the challenges that dealers are facing right now with the changing market.
Sure. You know, I'm a big believer in the more things change, the more they stay the same. And my favorite Ben Franklin quote, which is when you're finished changing, you're finished. Obviously, because supply and demand got completely out of whack for a few years, salespeople were making a lot of money. And obviously, when that profit margin starts to shrink, you're going to have a lot of people that said, wait a minute, this was much easier. I pointed at a car, people said yes, it didn't matter, what the price was. But the interesting thing is, in a strange way, that's always been a problem. Not with the profit margin, but with the fact that people didn't look at a long-term career, they looked at short-term. In the same way people for years and years and years haven't followed up with customers, or would convince a customer to go into an 84 and 96 month finance, even though it not only hurt the customer, but it hurt them too, because when they came back in, they had taken themselves out of the market. I run my whole business off my phone, so I'm certainly never going to be one to knock tech. But now more than ever, it's important to be human. It's important to answer your phone. It's important to make eye contact with people. It's important now more than ever to listen. Because we're in a society where nobody listens, nobody wants to listen. So think of the edge you have if you listen. Think of the edge you have if you're human. It's funny, you and I had this discussion before, that one of the nice things you can do as a human being is write a handwritten letter or card. And I was always one to write out holiday cards, but after a couple of years I realized this is becoming a headache because I was selling a lot of cars, and I got writer's cramp in December. So how cool of an idea is it to think along the lines of, as soon as you sell somebody a car, have your holiday cards in your drawer. I don't care if it's February, make it out, put it in the drawer, and then when December comes, all you have to do is hand it to your people. But human touches, answering. People that still look at this as a long-term career, not just I tripped over the business when it was extremely profitable, they weren't going to make it anyway, because they weren't looking at things as challenges rather than obstacles or hurdles. So I honestly think that if we approach this the right way, we'll get through this little hill and valley, and we'll be fine. As far as the electric vehicles, it's still a split concept in the industry. There are people that are all for it, there are people that don't want it, there's government influences pushing in one direction, but like everything else, we'll adapt. I've been in the business long enough to remember that when computers came in, and you stopped writing your buyers, people quit. I don't want to deal with a computer. When leasing came in, people thought it was horrible. I think that if we value our humanness and we put it on display all the time, then we'll be fine with all the stuff. We'll come through it. The people that are working hard and working smart and care about the customers that are in front of them are going to be fine. I hope that wasn't too long-winded of an answer.
I love it. So basically, the way to handle any challenge, really, but the challenge in anybody's industry, and especially in ours, is to just remember the human touch and the human connection, because it's everything. Right?
Well, of course. And what's so interesting is everybody's heard the expression, do unto others as you have others do unto you, but they all get amnesia. If you don't like the way you're being treated, why would someone else like the way they're being treated? And one of the scary things about our business is how people don't understand the concept of repeat and referral business. You're a top-notch manager. How many times do you have to chase guys to reach out to people rather than sit by their front door waiting for a stranger to come in with an ad in their hand? So if the business is built on repeat and referral and running your business within somebody else's without debt service, why wouldn't we want to be caring? Listen, think about you go to a good restaurant and the maitre d' comes out and the server's extra nice. You can't wait to come back. So it's really no different, and it might have been a bit neglected by necessity to a certain point, because we couldn't look people in the eye or see them in person. But COVID's over. Now's the time to get back to doing what we do best, which is be human, be friendly, show that we care, and don't just say it, mean it.
Great. Thanks so much. I really appreciate
My
it.
pleasure.
Yeah.